After 2 years of being on the water post the first refit, it's time for a second one, and one of the major projects that needed completing is to remove the keel, apply new adhesive and fit new keel bolts. After the mast was taken down, the keel came off and we noticed some delamination in the bilge area due to some interesting manufacturing decisions made by the French. I had to spend a few days sanding and refiberglassing to strengthen the area before the keel could be refitted. I'm not a professional, I'm an idiot, so don't copy what I'm doing. This video is for general observation purposes only. Enjoy. Cool, so just arrived in this morning and they've already got the nuts off. Apparently they came off pretty easy. This is a strong guy, so that's why they came off easy. Did you have to use any heat, or did they just come off?
Heat in the color.
Ah, right, okay.
The thread.
Yeah. You needed to heat it up.
It's not heat, it's not clean.
Yeah, it was very dirty actually.
Get the top, it's not down.
Yeah. And we've got the bolts, well the nuts, not the bolts, so these strange shapes here. So he made a completely fresh piece.
And the new metal.
Yeah, put new backing plates.
Okay.
Yeah, stainless. Cool, so when I turned up this morning, the keel had actually already been taken off, which was amazing. This yard is incredibly fast, Ionian Marine in Preveza. Done a great job as well. So here's the top of the keel. So bizarrely, the keel actually didn't have any seeker on it. It had some seeker around the edge, and it had some seeker around the actual bolts, the threaded bar, but it didn't have seeker all the way on the inside, which was really weird. It's not been changed before. This is how it came original. So that was quite strange. So yeah, basically the keel, as soon as they undid the bolts, it just slid straight out. There wasn't any resistance to it, which is pretty crap, but that does explain why there was quite a bit of water coming in through a couple of the keel bolts. So here it is, it's looking good. They've just put the bolts back in, because what they're doing now is sandblasting the top of this and sandblasting a strip here. They've sanded all the bottom down. Under here, they've made this all really smooth. So the seeker can go straight on this. That's a nice finish now. So yeah, they're going to put this back in, glue this, and then we're going to wait for a few days, and then they're going to sandblast the hull, and then they're going to sandblast the keel. So it's good. No rust spots appeared on it actually over the course of the 2 years that I've had it in the water, which is nice. Bit of a chunk of gel coat missing off there. Fill all that in. Fill that in with the watertight international 2-part epoxy that I've got. Yeah, looking good. Cool, this is the inside. Had to clear all this out, make it look nice again. That's down there. Looks filthy as hell, but it's actually a lot cleaner than it was before. There's the holes. So they were steel, the original threaded bar. They're going with stainless now, and normal hexagonal nuts rather than those strange ones that Jeanneau used. So yeah, basically reason for changing the keel bolts was they were 20 years old anyway, 21 years old, and one of them was definitely dead. When I came to look at the boat, I gave them all a little knock, and one of them was dull sounding compared to the others. So I figured, okay, that probably needs changing. Just so you know, the yard here charged £6,000 for taking the keel bolts off, changing them, which involved removing the mast, taking the keel off, new keel bolts, threaded bar, and then putting it back on, then putting the mast back on. That's €6,000, which I think is about $7,000 at the moment, something like that. Considering like the professionalism of the yard as well, it's brilliant. Like, I'm coming here again without a shadow of a doubt. Next time I need to do something, I'll get a haul out. And compared to what I know, like quite a lot of people are paying in the States for similar work on this boat, that's probably about half to a third. So yeah, if you've got one of these boats in the States, probably be cheaper bringing it to Greece and getting the work done here, you might save quite a bit of money. Morning. Okay, so update on the keel bolts. What we noticed yesterday was that there was a bit of water trapped inside the first few layers of fiberglass around two of the keel bolt holes. And it's actually trapped inside the top layers. What it seems like they've done when they've made this boat is they've created a uniform thickness across the entire hull. And then when it comes to the keel bolts, they've put some extra layers on top. Looks like after they've actually laid the hull, and they've just put like chop strand on, and that is holding a bit of water. Yeah. So here you can see where the chop strand is, and it's just on the side there, closest to the stringer, where it's holding some moisture. So what I basically need to do is sand this all back until I get solid fiberglass that isn't holding moisture, which will be the genuine hull of the boat, not the extra chop strands that they've stuck on top that you can see, and then lay some new polyester resin fiberglass on top of that fiberglass sanding, which I really didn't want to do, but that's okay. He's checked the moisture readings of the hull, the guy that works for the yard who does fiberglass work, and he said the hull seems fine, so it's nothing to worry about. He said it definitely doesn't warrant doing anything more than just taking away the fiberglass that looks a bit buggered, and then just laying some new stuff down on top. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm about to start sanding fiberglass. That's nice, isn't it? It's that's a good Thursday. Morning. So, new day. I've got my sperm suit on, which is a bit too small. I'm exposing my arms, and I know I'm going to get irritated by fiberglass, but nothing else I can do about that. So, came back to the boat today, did a little bit of grinding around the keel bolt yesterday to try and get the moisture out. And basically, the area where the fiberglass has gone bad has extended a bit further back. So what I'm actually going to do now is just sand a bunch more gel coat out, get a bunch more fiberglass, and just relay all the fiberglass down there. I got some 300 gram per square metre, and I got some polyester resin and some Greek stuff with a little catalyst there. So let me show you what's going on. So basically, this area here is where we've got water seeping in. I'm presuming it's coming from under here because there was cracks in this gel coat and also holes where stuff has been drilled in the past. I'm going to grind out the rest of that. We're going to lay new fiberglass all around there, but whilst I'm at it, I'm just going to take out all of this gel coat because it's all shitty and ugly looking, and you can see there's like a big ridge that sticks up like 10 or 20 mil. That was an exaggeration, probably 5 to 10. Anyway, so that's what we're doing now. So I've got my grinder with a big sanding disc on it. I've got my hoover ready. I've got a face mask, so I don't want to be breathing in fiberglass and gel coat. That's not good. I don't mind breathing in a lot of stuff, but not fiberglass and gel coat. So yeah, going to get this all sanded out, then see how it goes. What I don't want to see is black fiberglass going up the stringer, but I don't think it's going to be, because I can see already it's basically just the fiberglass on the bottom. And if that's the case, I can just then wait for this to dry out, then just lay a bunch of glass straight on top. So that's what we're dealing with. Let's get on with some work. Right, looking a bit dusty. I did wear all my protective equipment. It just went around my eyes and my forehead when I took my mask off. So this is what we've got it looking like. So basically took away the vast majority of the fiberglass, just not from the places where I don't need to take it off. So we had delamination around that area there, and then also around this area We've got a little bit more sanding to do. I'll see how the moisture levels are tomorrow. But yeah, so that was a fairly successful day. Just got to get some heaters down there now and just try and warm it up a bit, get a bit more of the moisture out. And then I'm just measuring some plumbing for the ACs. Didn't expect to be doing this, but that bilge did always look like shit, and now it kind of looks alright. We'll get some new epoxy paint on it, and it'll look quite nice down there. That's where the water maker's going, so that'll be nice if it looks all pretty. Cool. Oh, sorry. I think I was talking to... Well, I was talking to the camera, but the camera was focusing on my nipple area. Sorry about that. Right, so we're on day 7 in the boatyard. I've got my dad here helping me out with fiberglassing. I want to say hello to the internet, Dad.
Hi.
Dad's from Wigan. He's come from Wigan to help me with fiberglassing.
And
watches all the videos.
I've got the worst job because it's a fiberglass.
Gave him the shitty job of cutting the fiberglass up. That's where you learn. That's where you start. So today we're going to be fiberglassing the inside of the bilge area, just like reinforcing it. I'll show you what we've got down here. We've just got the heaters in at the moment, warming it all up. I ground out the rest because there was a bit more dead fiberglass. So we're going to basically bulk up all the sides here with fiberglass. And we've got our fiberglass here. We've got some polyester resin. We've got our little catalyst, which is there, so we need to mix this up. But the first thing to do is we're going to cut this to shape, fray all the sides. We're going to get 5 layers ready to go round here, and then tomorrow or the day after, once that's dried off a bit, we'll put like the next 5 layers on, bulk up the sides, and then hopefully after a couple of days this will be dried out. We can put the epoxy resin primer down, and then it'll be good. They actually tried to attach the keel this morning. It was a good thing we turned up when they did. They had the boat in a cradle. We're about to put it back on, so I had to run over to them. I was like, no, the boat's not ready. We need to do some fiberglassing. So, yeah, that's it. That's the work today. Got fiberglass everywhere. That's covered in it already. That's it. Let's start.
Another 160 over.
Yeah. We need a 17 and then 2 160s. So I'm cutting all these pieces up here. We've got the first one there, which we're putting all the way across and up, and we've got smaller pieces which we're putting and layering them and like tapering them out as we go down. This is the first time you've laid fiberglass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's what you call live and learn, isn't
Yeah.
it? Well, you've not lived until you've done fiberglass, have you?
That's what some people might say.
That's 250.
It's just mixing the resin now. I'm going to start off with 500ml. Got the 10ml of catalyst which goes between these 2 tubs. Got a few layers on now. Now let's just put in the second layer on that side, or the third. We've lost count of how many layers we put on.
Put 3 on here.
So there's 3 on that side and there's 2
on this side.
and 3 on the other.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, then that was the pieces for that side. That makes sense.
And there's plenty on there now.
So we just finished. We put 5 coats on, and then we're going to put another 5 coats on tomorrow, but just in the areas where it's like recessed and dropped down. But that's looking pretty good. That's nice. So that's 5 layers on each side. Get some heat on it when we come back tomorrow. So it's getting a little bit more heat down there. And then, yeah, we'll probably day after next, we'll go for the next coat. So, nearly drawing a conclusion to the Keelboat saga, which I'm glad for. Right, check with you tomorrow. Morning, so it's Keelboat day today, or Keel day. We've got the keel going back on. We've got everything prepped in here now. All the holes are ready. Got everything painted yesterday. For this I used the, I think it's Interprotect. Yeah, Interprotect. So this is a 2-part from International Paint. So we used that. There's there, and the activator is there. So that's a 2-part epoxy resin base coat. And then they've just come and dropped off all the big backing plates, which are huge. They're way bigger than the old ones. So they're all in there. And they are bringing the cranes round now. So they are ready to go. Just noticed these here. Look at the size on these big buggers. Oh, massive. There's the top of the keel, looking all nice. That's the epoxy layer that's been put on there. There is the masking tape for all the seeker that they're going to put on.
The 2025 Odyssey Sailing Festival will take place in the BVIs from the 1st of April, and the cabins are now available for sale. The Odyssey Sailing Festival is a week-long party on a fleet of incredible catamarans with a group of legendary skippers at the helms. We do regattas, beach parties, raft-ups, and basically experience everything the cruising life has to offer. This is the 3rd festival we will have done, and the 2nd time we will be hosting the festival in the BVIs with Navigare. For the 2025 Odyssey Sailing Festival, the skippers are Dan and Kika, Kiana Welzan, Dustin Reynolds, Glenn Shepard, Lauren Landis, Erica and Warren, Raf and Sasha, Eric the Viking, Holly Martin, Ian Briany, and Laura Decker. If you would like to book a cabin or a berth, visit theoceancruisers.com/Odyssey. For more information, email andy@theoceancruisers.com directly to book.
Yeah, they'll lift it up a bit, stick all the sealant in, then lower it back down. Right, so they've just taken a pause to go and get some, I think go and get some of the big blue tape, just for running the masking tape around here, just so the bead doesn't go nuts. They've actually got something really cool. They've got the guns that go onto an air compressor. I've not seen one of those before, so once you press the button it just shoots it out like real quick, because I think they're using 291. They've got, I think they've got 12 tubs of that, they're presuming, to glue it in place.
Είμαι μπροστά, όπα, άστο όπως είναι. Να το γυρίσουμε λίγο από κάτω. Δώσε μου για αυτή την προέκταση. Άστο. Του γύρισε τα παιδιά κάτω. Έτσι πώς θα πάει αυτό, σύγκριση να πάμε. Δεν Δεν πήρα ανάσα,
Καθόλου πήρα να σας.
Δεν πήρε, Εγώ.
Τι